Hi, Scorpios. How we doing today? I hope all is well. All right, we're going to be doing your weekly from the 17th to the 23rd and see what's going on. It's been kind of a chaotic week. We've had a whole bunch of storms, loss of power, loss of the internet, couple of trees flying. So, hopefully all is well with you guys. All right, what do we have going on for our beautiful Scorpios? Ooh, I'm not taking all that. All right, let's do this again. All right, just one, please. What do we have going on for our beautiful Scorpios? What is it they need to know? There we go. We have Soul's Journey and then knowledge on the bottom. So maybe you're needing to deep dive into some knowledge to get through your soul's journey. 24 and 5 might be super important. 5, I feel, is about change. So maybe there's something you're needing to change that kind of aligns with whatever your soul is wanting. All right. Definitely maybe walking towards your own dreams and fulfillments. And with that 6 of Pentacles, I feel like this is you starting to allow yourself to release a little bit for whatever that is for you. All right, what have we got going on for the beautiful Scorpios? We have the 5 of Wands coming out with that 10 of Pentacles in reverse. Interesting. Right, we have the Emperor. The Chariots. The Hierophants. I'm hearing like a leaky foundation. Whatever that means for somebody. Ooh, that's a lot. I'm taking all that. Give me one more, please. Or 2 more, I guess. Okay. Could be looking at chances, choices, or opportunities ahead. This also could be you kind of like going through some emotional waves right now. It's kind of like everything's stacked on top of each other and you're just trying to sift and sort it out. Libra's got this too on the bottom, the Star. I feel like you're working through something in order to heal right now. You know, you might be taking some kind of journey or traveling forward, but I feel like maybe I feel like moving through some kind of a competition. You know, it's like that 5 of Wands, that conflicting energy. You don't see a whole lot of conflict right here, but it's kind of like at a standstill right now kind of moment. It's like maybe trying to put heads together and figure out how to make these branches grow. And there's a lot of arguing and bickering back and forth, and you're really just trying to move past it, but you feel a little stuck because your chariot's not really going anywhere right at the moment. It's like at this top of the hill, kind of looking at everything and being like, why can't I move forward type of energy. And maybe that's what that soul's journey is you need to take a break. Maybe there's some research to go on. You know, I think right now, currently, as you're picking through the choices and the options, this could be like, maybe there's like I feel like a chink in the link. How do you say that? I don't know how to say that. If you know how to say it, put it in my comments. All right, but with the 10 of Pentacles and the Hierophant, I feel like it's kind of like a broken foundation that you're trying to repair. You know, I don't feel like it's like a huge loss of money or anything like that, but it's kind of like almost that feeling of being lost and not really know where you're going, especially with a Hierophant. And it's like you're trying to put the pieces back together and having a little bit of faith to keep moving forward. But it's like hitting a brick wall with this Emperor right here. It's like every step forward, there's something that wedges it or blocks it. And that might be because you're deceptive on where you put your energy at. And I feel like that's you being a little deceptive about what you give your energy to, especially with that Seven of Swords and the Six of Pentacles. And that could be why that Seven of Cups is here, is because you have different routes and different options that you can take, but you don't quite have the knowledge to get there yet. So maybe you're needing to take a step back and kind of look at everything differently. And I feel like the Chariot, that's why it's on the top of the mountain, is like you need to stop, look at all of it, and then make a decision to move forward. I know it's kind of a weird message, but whatever. I like it though. I mean, I just feel like you're kind of hitting that brick wall, you know? I feel like you're holding your emotions back a little bit with that Queen of Cups. Just kind of silently looking. It's like you want to take a step forward, but maybe you feel like you're staggering when you do it. You know, and the universe is saying be open with ideas. Be open with those creative thoughts, you know. Be that cup. Let that steam be your ideas. What can you make out of them? And whatever it is, you know, put words to it. Take positive forward action with that. So I kind of like this. I just feel like you're at a rock and a hard place type of area. And you need to get some more knowledge, maybe some more perspective about where you're moving forward, and a little less deceptive to yourself about where you give your energy to. Maybe look at the options that you have in front of you and decide what's worth giving to and what's not worth giving to. All right, I feel like that's the kind of week it's going to be. I mean, it's not overall a bad week. Energy is fluid. It changes constantly, so you never know. When you're meant to step left and you step right, you can change the course of the energy. So, all right, what do we have going on in the love department? I feel like I read it for love, but it's not. It comes out whatever. So I think I'm going to call this the whatever portion. All right, what do we have going on for my beautiful Scorpios? We have celebrations coming out. That flew out fast. I don't know what that is, but that was that too. All right, I'm not going to get too much into it. Ooh, I love this. I really like it. So maybe you're dealing with some kind of past life connection, something from the past. It doesn't have to be a relationship, but somebody that heavily influenced who you are as a person now. And it's something that you need to forgive, you know, especially with apology being here. Because I feel like that energy was deceptive. And I think you need to let go of some of that. But if you do have some deception going on, it's something to definitely pay attention to this week. But I feel like celebrating any good time, celebrating the victories, celebrating the hard work that you've put into yourself, your career, your relationship, those need to be celebrated. You know, enjoy those. And there we go. We have wisdom through knowledge. So that Hierophant can also talk about getting more knowledge, looking to higher powers, looking to higher institutions, churches, schools, anything along that lines. And then we have moving on. And I feel like the moving on might not be like some kind of ending, but I think it's more about a step into a beginning. You know, something that's a little more healthier, something that aligns with you. So definitely going through some deep stuff this week. All right, let's grab you a hard truth and see what is going on. Bounce. All right, what do we have going on for my beautiful, beautiful Scorpios? I actually love Scorpios. Every Scorpio I've ever met has been some of the kindest people. Lies. You're lying to yourself and those around you. There's a secret that needs to emerge for true enlightenment to So if you're hiding who you are, don't. Be the beautiful, wonderful Scorpio that you are. Okay? Don't be afraid to make yourself little to make somebody else big. Like, don't do that. You shouldn't have to do that. Be who you are. All right. That's what I have. I think I said that whole saying wrong, but you know what I meant. Like, don't shrink yourself to make somebody feel better about themselves. Okay? That's a them issue, not a you issue. You be you. You be bright. You be shiny. You be the beautiful Scorpio you are. All right. That's what I have for you guys this week. I will see you later.